Vierville, before I start, I want to introduce Francesca. I recruited her 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
So you will forgive me if the translation is not as good as the original speech.
So what she said is that if I make a mistake, it's her fault.
Exactly.
For the 229er fashion, I just said, Francesca, let's go. Before I start, I want to present Francesca with a coin. Commander's coin for her great opportunity to sit up here and make me look better than I really am. Thank you. Vierville, distinguished guests, noble veterans, friends, today we gather to recognize the sacrifices of our predecessors, that which is the very soul of the 29th Infantry Division, and the legacy that is our living memory.
Aujourd'hui,
we reflect on the sacrifice of the citizen soldiers who, against terrible odds, sprang forth here and laid the seeds from which the fruits of victory flourish. Though the years march on, and deeds of others may gray in time, know that we shall always remember as brothers would do. Your deeds have bound the living memory of our division to this place and to all of you.
même si les années passent et les actions des autres peuvent vieillir, je sais que nous rappellerons toujours.
As the commanding general of the 29th Infantry Division, I am honored to be here today to represent this historic division. We shall never forget our ties to Omaha Beach, to Normandy, to you. This monument serves to bring to mind those citizen soldiers who answered their nation's call 70 years ago, and to remind us today of these times.
Ce monument, c'est bien.
The memory of the day shall live on. We shall never forget. This monument echoes their stories to the ages, of the landings, the battle, of the brave youth who sacrificed for freedom, many at the highest cost. Our citizen soldiers here today are from the same towns and are the same people. The names of their hometowns ring familiar. Bedford, Farmville, Winchester, Arlington, Woodstock, Warrenton. The gratitude we owe the citizens of Vierville for safekeeping this sacred ground. Your actions come from the kindness of your heart, and you make a difference in all our lives. Merci. Nous serez souvenirs.
Never forget.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose profound and bright star through the barren of fire over ramparts we won, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bursting in air came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. The barrel, we're like a barrel of fun. Go like the barrel. Yeah, he's good. Hey, Charlie. Charlie.
C'est que jamais nous ne devons oublier. Merci beaucoup. Association. General Whittington, I want to say that the ceremony that we just witnessed up the hill was truly moving and one that we'll long remember as a great ceremony. Thank you very much for that. So it's an honor for me as chairman of the board of the National Guard Association to represent the 50 states, 3 territories, and the District of Columbia on this momentous occasion in National Guard history, on the very ground in which all these days' events that we've discussed unfolded. It's also very humbling for me, as I've read, many of the books on D-Day, and I've seen the movies, etc. But I'll tell you, when you come here and you actually see these cliffs for yourself, and you see that rise over the beach, it sure gives me a new appreciation of what these young soldiers in their days in their landing boats must have been thinking as they came upon this hallowed ground. You had to know that that was going to be a long day, and many of you probably thought it was going to be your last day. But we all knew, and you knew, that the only way to end World War II was to accomplish your mission on that day, and that would get you back home to your civilian lives. But only through this beach did you do that, and through these extensive fortifications and up those hills. So you poured ashore, and many of you saw combat for the first time, but here began the liberation of Western Europe, one perilous step of years at a time. Many of us in America have family who were part of that liberation. I know my grandfather, Earl Danner, who fought with Patton's Third Army, and I'm told the enemy knew then how vital this shore would be to the outcome of World War II. Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, who is the architect of Germany's great Atlantic Wall, said, and I quote, "The war will be won or lost on these beaches. The first 24 hours will be decisive," end quote. And it was decisive, but it was decisive. God bless August, God bless our French allies and friends, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. We will now have the wreath laying, and I will ask General Danner, General Martin Umberger, and General Charles Whittington to please step forward and place the wreaths within the National Guard Association monument. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today for this very special ceremony. And just, I would be remiss without adding, may God bless America, may God bless the National Guard of the United States, and on this very special 70th anniversary, may God bless you gentlemen, your families, and the 29th Infantry Division, and all the sacrifices they made for us. Ceremony. General Shuey has something he would like to take care of.
Yeah, I know y'all are tired of seeing me today, but to each of you, and Fran, for the guys that aren't here, I want to give a book. Basically says we were all here together on this 70th anniversary day that this statue, that hopefully in some way will bring back some memories of each of you and your service. So thank you so very much. And Fran will get the rest of the veterans that aren't here, but thank you for making a special effort to be here with me first thing in the morning and be back this afternoon. God bless.